climbing and anything of that
Yeah,
sort.
exactly. It's just
Yeah.
like chill, dude. Do some flips and stuff and just relax.
Yeah, okay.
Yo.
Welcome everyone. My name is Dylan Wade. This is Alfred Scott. Welcome to the Entrepreneur's Checklist, episode 1. Today we are going to be talking about what it takes to become an athlete. Well, more so along the lines of what it takes to be a well-known athlete, as Alfred has obviously done that. And while I think a lot of it comes from, and we'll go further into this, is the initial having the skill, which Alfred thoroughly does. I'm sure I'll have some footage
thanks.
of you over top of this. But really just if you want to give an introduction, who you are, what you do, and we'll get into it.
So what up, guys? I've been doing parkour for, I usually say 9 years or something like that. I don't actually know when I started, but before I even did parkour, I did a whole bunch of trampoline and ended up like training jumps and climbing and drops by myself without really knowing what I was doing. So I usually say 9 years, but it's probably been more like 15 years of experience that's related to parkour. So I've been training for a super long time. I found originally probably just some weird compilation on YouTube, which kind of got me to start like training with a better mentality, a better attitude to actually progress. But then it took a while for me to like really get into it. I like met a friend at school who was a gymnast, and we started going to breakdance club and training every day. And then I found like 3 Run on YouTube, and I just wanted to do wall flips all the time, and I wanted to be Ryan Doyle, and then so on and so forth. And I've trained wicked hard since then. And yeah, so that's basically how I started, and
All right.
and who I am with that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And a little bit of backstory there for me. I have not talked to Alfred in probably a couple years now. We met at, actually I'm wearing this shirt right now, Tit Jam.
You are? Yeah.
In
2014.
Colorado.
That was such a fun jam, dude.
And so moving forward then, hearing all of that, and seeing where you've actually gotten to, after, basically grinding it out with, probably how many gym sessions and just outdoor overall? How many times do you think you've actually gone out?
God.
And
so
practice, whether it be like 20 minutes or like 3 hours.
Oh man, dude, like, so when I went to university, I moved from California to the East Coast, and like just way better like architecture here for training. So way more outside sessions already. And then when I went to university, like, it's why I moved out here, like, dude, every day, like, for example, when I was a freshman, I was able to do palm flip, but I was scared of palm flip. So every single time I went to class, I did a palm flip before class.
Really?
And it ended up like, a 5-minute session at this wall, which I named Wall. Rip in peace. They tore it down. But,
Wall.
That every day, like, between classes or anytime I had an hour break, I would just, like, do some stuff. And then, like, after classes were over for the day, I would literally have like an hour to 3 hour session just because. Plus, like, every Tuesday we could go to the gym, and then on weekends sometimes I would go back into Boston and train, or if it was winter, go back into Boston and like go to a gym session with my friends. So I don't know how many sessions that was, but like 4 to 5 years of like almost every day. I remember I went an entire month without taking a rest day one time when I was in university.
That's
a lot of
a
training.
considerable amount. And it obviously shows. So seeing as you've gone through all of this experience, all of this like hard training, and getting to where you are now through injuries, whatever it is, there's some other people out there who have done similar. While I literally don't think that anybody necessarily compares to you in the free running realm.
You're so sweet.
Thanks. While I don't think they necessarily compare, I think that there's a lot of underrated people out there, and I'm sure you see them all the time. I see you share people on Facebook who, just like deserve more attention. So moving into question number 2, you've traveled, you've competed globally, like Art of Motion, and all those things where you had to have attention in order to get there. What do you feel led to those moments where you had those opportunities?
Right.
What led up to the actual technical business aspect of getting out to those places?
Yeah, like what makes you like in the scene, like
Exactly.
What makes you like a free runner that's like out there?
Yeah.
Like that's like a pretty weird topic, to be honest, like, because a lot of people, you can like see it on Instagram and it's just like kind of like sometimes you'd ask like, oh, like check out my page, please follow me, like and share this, and go insane, and that's just not the way to do it. Like I feel like that's kind of like gross, like and is not how you should do it. So you should obviously focus on your training and focus on your it's like an athletic pursuit. That's like, if that's what you are, that's what you are. You're not like a social media spam boy. Like, that's not what the point of this is. That being said, obviously, like, social media plays into a huge part of that. You can't just be beast and then just like have some guy on the street like happen to capture you and you go viral like every single time. That's just not going to happen, But basically, what it ends up being, and like we saw this with Cherepko when he got famous, was that you have to be a person that people will know eventually. They'll recognize your name. So Cherepko had a moment in time, like 2013, I want to say, where he uploaded a YouTube video like every day and sometimes twice a day, because he would go out and train and film it, and it would be a fun video, and he'd edit it really quick on like Windows Movie Maker or something. And he'd be like, oh, look, a new Cherepko video. This guy's fun to watch. And then eventually we're like, I see Cherepko like every day. I like Cherepko. This guy's awesome, right? And he got really strong, and he was very good. And and he wasn't trying to put out like some vloggy content like people are trying to do right now. He was just being like, here's my training, even if it's a 30-second video. Then we all started to care. We're like, dude, he's getting so good. He's really powerful. This is fun. And that's kind of like where that goes. So what I did, it was like, I was at TitJam actually, and I was training with my friend Dylan, and he was like, dude, people would just treat you like Cherepko if you just put out videos. And I was like, I wonder if that's true. And so I like just started to put out like maybe like a little more YouTube videos. I do like one every, month or two or something. And then like people started following me on that, and that was chill. And I started putting up some Instagram clips, which I never was trying to share that a lot. It was just, Instagram was like Facebook, so it was just kind of like for people I knew in the community. And it just started growing naturally, and that's all it really is. If you push yourself really hard and you show it, and then you start to get to a point where like it's apparent you need to be pushing yourself to the limit like a lot to get there, then it's just interesting. It's unique to see. It's like people will follow you anyway. So you can go like this kind of vloggy, like I want to be like a celebrity, like personality kind of like way, and then you can get there from that. But I think it's way less rewarding to do that than it would be to just train and like show who you are via training. Okay. So that's kind of all it is.
Yeah, wonderful. So in a sense, don't go too far, but have a presence is what you're.
Yeah, I'm saying don't push yourself to be like Mr. like famous dude. Like, don't try and make that what it's about. Yeah. But show like what you do and what you're passionate about as much as you can, because people will care about you. Like, so it'll start like, of course, like, your mom and your dad and like your brother and your like friends you train with, they'll all care about like what you post. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they're all gonna watch it because they like you. And like everyone you meet, then they'll maybe start caring, and then from there it'll just grow. And you don't need to push yourself on people who don't yet care, because if they care, then they'll watch. So just keep putting up yourself, and then people will care or not. And then that's unfortunate sometimes, but like there's mad times where someone will notice you and they'll just be like, fuck, this guy is so good. Like, I want everyone to know of him. And that's when it starts to grow. Like, that's happening right now with Nate Weston. Like, Nate Weston has like 3,000 followers on Instagram or something. Like, it's just absurdly low. But he's famous now, like, definitely. Like,
it's
like
ridiculous.
3,000 of those people know Nate Weston, you know what I mean? They're like, Nate Weston's awesome. And you'll see it like on Facebook, like, all of his friends will be like sharing all this stuff, and like all the people from Unparalleled will be like, look how cool Nate is, like, look at all these things he's done. And like everyone's like trying to like get Nate out there because they realize he's that talent, and he's like an awesome dude, and he's putting himself out there like a good amount, like not a whole lot, but he is, Yeah. And so now everyone that does follow him cares so much because he's like a humble person, and because he's doing awesome stuff, and he's not like pushing it, he's not like trying to force it on you.
Of course.
So like, I'm 100% sure Nate Weston is going to be like famous as shit, and I am 100% sure that's not what his goal is. You know what I mean? His goal is just to train and stuff. So like, he's the guy who deserves it. You know what I mean? And that's the way to go.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I love that. That's very, very fantastic advice, because it's true. You see so many people who have kind of strayed, like you're saying, going into a different vlog style versus putting more into the training side of things. Right. It's like, hey guys, follow my daily vlog. this and that. I'm going to be, and there's like a few flips throughout, but it's turned into I'm trying to be a popular YouTuber versus the athlete side of things.
Yeah, and that's hard because the YouTube thing is different also now. Like everyone has changed their like social media algorithms and stuff, so like it's different to find content and whatever. You can't make money off Instagram that easily, but you can off YouTube. But YouTube is getting less popular, so you have to like shotgun out content on YouTube to get like seen, which is just
true.
Shitty. Like it just sucks, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the way it goes. Yeah, it's crazy. Unless you're you're rewarded for consistent uploads. So it's really punishing towards like athletes who like want to put out a video every month or two or three of like their show reel. Yeah. So Instagram really does seem like a great place for you all. Lastly, now into the fact that you're now at a relatively considerable level. You have a decent like 90,000 on Instagram. You have a lot of people following you on Facebook. You kind of have that audience. So how are you maintaining that, and how are you pushing growth in you know, really keeping yourself at that level and not dropping off again like so many people do?
All right, so yeah, there's like I've noticed that also. There's like a time when a lot of people will start to grow and then they'll just like and then be gone for like a long time, probably because they get like sick of like all this stuff you have to worry about and whatever, you know, like being seen by people and whatever. So like a long time ago, I was promised myself, I was like, and once I get good, I'm never ever gonna stop until like I literally can't. But so I think the important part is to keep doing what you were doing before and to realize that you're posting for people that like you care about and they care about you. You're not like even though like you'll get some satisfaction for getting like 1,000 likes on a post, that you realize that 1,000 of those people, like, you know, 900 of those people just actually are people you'll never even meet / like don't care about. And like 100 of them are people who are your friends and they're liking it because they're your friends, right? So if you think about it like that, I feel like it's easier to just like deal with the social media thing. I'm not like trying to like constantly push my growth. I'm not constantly trying to like get people to like my Facebook page. I'm trying to post content like there, like, and as myself as much as I can. And I'm trying to collab with other free runners that are like fun to train with. But I'm not stressing it really. And like all the opportunities that have come my way have been by doing that and by posting what I care about. And so I feel like just continuing on with what was successful when you started will continue to make you successful, and you shouldn't like stress it a bunch.
Cool. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I'm sure it can get stressful if you focus too much on climbing and anything of that sort.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like chill, dude. Do some flips and stuff and just relax.
Yeah, okay. Well, right on. And then to wrap it up, that will be the conclusion of this episode. Thank you to Alfred for coming on and sharing a lot of insight as far as the whole athlete / in more social media side of things goes, and growing there in whatever way, you know, it may be. So we will see you next episode. Thank you and have a wonderful day. And also go check out Alfred on Instagram, Facebook, wherever it may be. His links will be somewhere around here.